All right, this morning, GOP lawmakers outraged as they claim the Biden-Harris administration is blocking them from getting more answers about an Afghan national charged with an election day plot. Our next guest says this hits particularly hard in his state, where the Oklahoma City bombing is still painful. GOP Senator Markwayne Mullin sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee and joins us now. Senator, first off, I know the House side feels as though they weren't talked to at all. Were you briefed, and what could you tell the audience about who this 27-year-old is?
Yeah, I was briefed a few weeks prior to this, not by the FBI, but from a different agency. What we understood is this individual was vulnerable to touch points, meaning that they were accepted in on a SIV, special immigration visa, but there's a confusion if he was prior or after the withdrawal. We believe that he was rushed with an SIV after the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan, and that way, and it wasn't proper vetting to actually say he was an SIV. The issue that we have here, Brian, is there's thousands of individuals that was rushed over here because of the Harris-Biden withdrawal, and they weren't properly vetted. And when you don't properly vet them, you don't know what their touch points. Touch points mean their vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities mean what can be leveraged against the individual to make them turn on their host country like this individual did. Fortunately, the FBI was doing their job. They did it correctly, that no one was actually at harm, but they caught the individual. How many individuals are out there that we're not paying attention to?
Right, and you're convinced that they have the right guy and what they say is true.
Yes.
Sometimes this stuff unwinds differently. So this guy was going to try to pull something off because we watched his neighbors.
Absolutely.
His neighbors had no idea that this what he was up to. They thought he was a normal guy. There's something else the Trump team wants you to do. Let's be a surrogate. You will kick off your battleground tour with Tulsi Gabbard over in Nevada, where I think the Trump team got some good news. Las Vegas Review-Journal just endorsed him as the pick. What is your message? What is the Trump economic message that he wants you to get out?
Well, we're traveling. I'm in Austin right now. I head to Reno right after this interview, go to Carson City, then Raleigh, then to Charlotte. We're hitting the business communities and the Native American areas. And a business community, let's put the economy back on track, Brian. Washington, D.C. has never created a job in its life, but it is supposed to create an atmosphere for job creators to create those jobs. What's happening at the Harris-Biden administration is it's cutting our blood flow to our head. It's literally they got their foot on their neck, regulating us to death, and they're choking out the economy. With Native Americans, it's about sovereignty and the ability to actually use the land that was given to us, not necessarily given to us, but was taken away then given to us. And it's about self-determination. Native Americans I'm Cherokee, right? And we have the ability to actually use the resources that's under our feet that we walk over every day. But right now, the way the Department of Interior works and the way this administration works, we're having tribes that are asking permission to do everything just simple as health care, just simple education, just transportation, just economic development inside the land that is blessed to be theirs. And what the Native American community is saying, hey, let us be sovereign. Let us have self-determination. Let us make our own way. Quit babysitting us. And the Trump administration has a very strong record on that first 4 years he was in office. And we're saying, hey, we're going to bring that back, plus it up, and make it even better for you guys to be able to be self-determined.
It would be good, too. There's Native American issues when it comes to enforcing the border. It would be good to see cooperation.
Oh, my goodness,
there.
yes.
Yeah.
And there is no cooperation right now, Brian. There is zero communication with the Harris-Biden administration, zero outreach to our Native American allies and partners, by the way. And it's frustrating for all of us.
All right. Senator Markwayne Mullin, thanks so much for joining us. And it looks like you dodged a bullet over in Oklahoma with that 27-year-old apprehension. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.